Our family is doing a 7-day no buy challenge. Hi, guys, this is Diane of Minimize to Maximize, where we explore how we can minimize the clutter from our life and maximize life's fulfillment and enjoyment. And so I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time for all of you who have kids, families, and all of you who want to, not, you don't necessarily have family and kids you live with, but you may want to slow down your consumption level or save some money. So our family has been doing a 7-day no buy challenge for, it's maybe the 4th time we are doing it. We are in the middle of it, and as you can see, we have crossed off Thursday. Today, we're about to cross off Friday as well. And when we're completely done with the challenge, we can resume our regular buying or regular consumption. So let me explain to you how we do it in our family, which is me, my husband, and my 9-year-old son, and also why we do it. All right, so how do we do it as a family? Once a month, we do a 7-day no buy challenge. So we've been doing this consistently for the past 4 months, and I really like it, and my family likes it too. I can't say they are over the top, but they're like, sure, let's do it. And I'll explain why they are on board with this afterwards. But basically what we do is, for 7 straight days, none of us in the family living here in this house buy anything except topping up the gas for our vehicles, because we use those on a regular basis and we don't want to run out of gas in the middle of the road, and any kind of taxes or bills that are due during that time. We want to be able to pay our bills on time. Is there anything else? That's it. So no, we do not buy food during that time. That's because we have prepared ahead of time, or we've opened the fridge and looked at the pantry and evaluated that we have enough food to survive for 7 days. The goal is to survive. The goal is to more than survive, it's just to have enough. And so everything that's in our house food-wise is it's already good stuff to eat. It's not like in the pantry we have a lot of sauces that we have nothing to eat it with. We do already have stored food, and the goal is to consume it. So no, if I want to have a special kind of food, I am not going to go to the store to go and get it. No, if we are invited to a potluck, I am not going to the store to go and make a special dish just for that potluck. And no, I am not going to go and buy gifts during that time. And that's why for this one, it's a little bit, it's important to be able to time your 7-day challenge as well, because if it's your grandpa's 80th birthday or your son's best friend's birthday, you don't want to arrive without any gift, although we actually don't really do gifts as a family. I'll explain to you how we do it, but that's for a different video. But you don't want to arrive empty-handed, is that how you say, for a very important birthday or celebration. If it is school function or a school fundraiser or a school blah blah blah, which we have a lot of school blah blah blahs where we're being asked to to go and consume and raise funds for the school for those 7 days. Not going to happen in my family. What else is not going to happen? Of course, we're not going to buy online anything, no Amazon purchase, nothing at all. I would say the only exception would be if something of importance breaks in the house, for example, a plumbing issue, a leak, and then you need to deal with it because you don't want your floor to be all flooded with water. Then you'll have to call in a professional, or we'll go and buy what needs to be fixed. So basically, if it's non-emergency and non-bills or taxes related, we don't buy anything. Of course, we don't go to the restaurant. We don't go to the convenience store. We make do with what we have. And so let me give you an example of like maybe 2 months ago when we did the challenge. My son was going to send a letter to his pen friend in France, and we found out we are out of envelopes. And so I was like, not a problem. We have different options. One, we wait until the challenge is over. Nothing bad is going to happen. This is not an emergency or life or death situation, so we can wait. Option two, we can create our own envelope. Yes, we have pieces of paper. We can fashion something and use our creativity. And that's the advantage of maybe not having all the right tools at any given moment, is that you have to come up with something imaginative and creative to meet your need. And option three was actually we found by chance. It was a thank you card we had received, and it came in a tiny envelope. And so we used this teeny tiny envelope to fit a rather large letter. So my son folded it and made it fit. It was not the right size, but who cares? It's still something that worked. So this was not a big deal situation. Ooh, yes. Okay, here's an example of what's happening for this challenge, no buy challenge that we are in the middle of. Tonight is the grand opening of a local high school's football stadium and track and field. And we are all invited in the community to participate in the grand opening. We found out yesterday. We had already started the challenge. That's a surprise. And so to be part of this grand opening, which we are interested in going, that sounds fun, it would be $10 per person. It is not free. So we're going to have a conversation as a family and probably not go because we have committed to do this challenge. Or if we do go, we might not go into the area. I might just look through the fence just out of curiosity. It's one of those opportunities that it's okay to let go of, I think, because there are going to be so many other football games, high school football games in this brand new stadium in the future. So we may not be missing out too much. So that's going to be a fun conversation for me, my husband, and my 9-year-old son to have tonight. But that's the reality of committing to do a no-buy challenge for us as a family. Now, why do we do this? Oh, I forgot to say, things we don't buy. Toilet paper. Toiletries. No. Most likely, people rarely run out of shampoo or toilet paper. We just plan ahead. We don't overbuy. We just make sure we have enough for a full 7 days. And so before I move on to the why, I want to say timing it well is important because if you're planning to go on vacation, this is not the time to restrict yourself in your spending. If you have this one yearly vacation, or as I said, a big important milestone like a graduation or somebody's birthday or anniversary or something like this. Um, yeah, and we do it once a month. I think it's great training. And why do we do this as a family? Number one, to save money for a big goal. The big goal doesn't need to be there for you, but for some kind of a goal or dream or a purpose, something that motivates you to save a little bit of money as a family. And you kind of need to be on board together. And so for us, it's to buy a house. That's a big goal that requires a fair amount of savings. If we don't want to have a big mortgage payment for the next 30 years of our lives, we have been saving a lot. And these little 7-day challenges have been helping as well so much. So one, saving money. Number two, it's also after overspending. It's a little bit like when it's Christmas time and the holidays and New Year's Eve and everybody's been eating a lot, drinking a lot, and everybody's like, oh, I gained so much weight. Oh, I don't feel so good. I feel sluggish because of the overeating and all of the festivities. And after that, everybody's like, okay, New Year's resolution. I'm going to go on a diet and eat salads. That's kind of the same reasoning, although it's not as difficult as eating salad because that salad is probably not enough to sustain you long term. But overspending after the holidays, that's a thing. Or overspending, like enjoying yourself in life during those festivities, absolutely, still within reason. But that's a time where we spend more. Same with a vacation, going on vacation, holidays, and as I said, big important milestones. Or if we've made a big purchase, like buying a vehicle or buying a new mattress, or what is it that would be rather expensive to buy? Yeah, for some people it's some kind of equipment or something that they've been wanting for a very long time, and so it's a big spending, but you save ahead of time before you go and spend this money. That's our philosophy. Very old school European style, by the way. Not so much American, but that's where I live right now, and so I bring my European French savings mindset into my current lifestyle, and I think it balances it out pretty good, at least for me and my family. Number three is overdoing, doing too many activities, being involved with your children's hobbies and the schools and all the activities that go with it, going out with friends, going to the restaurant, having a bunch of this and that and sports activities. All these things that are enjoyable and that you probably do, but sometimes do too much. So when you tie in a 7-day no buy challenge, you also get to reduce the amount of extracurricular activities. And instead of going out, instead of partying, instead of going to the restaurant or to school outings or outings with your work colleagues and whatnot, or your friends, you do not. And it helps you to slow down and to reduce the amount of activities. Going back to this potential idea of going to the grand opening of the high school football stadium is that maybe we're not going to do this activity and we'll have a more mellow and low-key family time instead of all the stimulation related to activities. I think that's really helpful, especially in the Western world where we have overscheduled ourselves. And this is how This has been my experience, and talking with a lot of parents and overworked mothers and even fathers. Yeah, we may have gone a little bit too far in our scheduling and activities. So number 4, that to me is the most valuable of all. It's the mind training that you're getting by doing these little challenges on a regular basis. It brings some awareness. You will have some discoveries for you and your family of what you've been missing or what you've not been missing at all. But most importantly, it helps you to change the Western consumerist mindset of like, oh, I need this and I need it now. So the convenience, the speed of which we want things, and not only just wanting them, but also thinking we need them. For example, maybe like food. You might already have a ton of food, like cans of food and pantry food and a lot of food already in your home that you should really be eating because it might go to waste if you don't. And so that's one way. So to shift the mindset between I need this to I have enough. And this is huge because the mindset change is from scarcity and fear. I don't have enough. I need this now, versus all my basic needs are being met. Technically, I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat, something to wash myself, some clothes, and family and friends. Now, what else do I really need? Absolutely need. This is a question you can ask yourself, and I'm hoping this challenge, if you decide to do it for you and your family, will get you to weed out the nonsense and remove the fluff and the craziness of thinking that we do not have enough. And if you're watching this video, if you're following my Minimize to Maximize challenge, I am assuming that you're interested in some kind of minimizing in life and decluttering. And so if you probably have enough food and basic necessities. You would not be thinking, I need to minimize and simplify my life. That's my assumption. I could be wrong. If that's the case, please let me know. But yeah, the shift in mindset that is really helpful, especially, well, for me, definitely, but definitely also for my son as a kid. He's learning to master impulse actions. It's impulse control, mastery, and resilience, and realizing I don't really need this toy. I don't need this gadget. I don't need to eat out. I don't need a candy bar. Right now, I'm okay. I'm alive. I have everything that I really need, and the essential thing is really food, shelter, safety, and health and relationships, and some kind of work or some kind of ability to provide financially for your family if you're an adult. I think I have covered everything, guys. So what about you? Do you want to try out a 7-day challenge that requires no buying? If 7 days seems too much, maybe start with 1 day or 3 days or however many days you wish. And you can do it for more as well. If you are used to doing a 7-day no buy challenge, you can do it for 30 days. I follow minimalist people who are exploring different ways of living and trying to remove themselves from consumerism, and sometimes challenging yourself is a healthy way to do it because you find out what works and what doesn't work for you. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If you like this video, if you found some value or think it would be useful to somebody else, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and share the content with your friends and family, social media. This helps the YouTube gods know that this channel is here. And if this was not useful, then move on, and that's totally fine. I really appreciate you, and I thank you for being here. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free. I love to have an interaction with people because right now I'm talking to my phone. So, all right, guys, take care and have a great rest of your day.